Hey everybody, ta-da! I'm here. Hold on, everything's a mess. Oh wait. Just, hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Oh, my microphone. That would be helpful. There you go. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, everything's a mess. Let me adjust this really quick. Evil Ted needs to be. Hey everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I almost overslept a little bit. I am to fix this camera. Why am I obsessed with this sign? I don't know what it is. I always do this, don't I? It's part of the ritual of watching Ted set his sign up. Um, Usually I try to do that before I go live. So, mm, let's see who's all here today. Um, 11 p.m. Getting coffee. I'm awake. Oh, it's me. Item of the week. What is the item of the week? Item of the week. Hold on. Let me see what it is, guys. Item of the week is Cosplay Pros, which is the great. Oh, did I just close my chat? Hold on. No, I did not. Okay. It's Cosplay Pros. People always ask me where I get my foam, and it is Cosplay Pros. And the reason being is that T&T Cosplay Supplies, who was my favorite, and they started around the same. They started the same time I did. We became partners and sponsorships, and yeah, they're great. And COVID just took them out, but Cosplay Pros had the same quality of foam that I liked, so we hooked back up. Um, so we got Brian, we got Gun. Hey, there's Gundam. We got Century and Brian, and oh, there's Becky. Quiet, being messy. I understand Becky. Um Punk is dead. Cyberpunk, man, love that stuff. Okay, um, good morning, happy Mother's Day. Oh, that's right, everybody. Today's Mother's Day. I'm going to spend the rest of the day with my wife doing some honeydew shops. I've been working frantically on this movie, which means I have not been doing much of the house duties. Um, but I will be doing that soon. But anyway, let's get on to. I am making today in the movie I'm working on, which is a ton of stuff. But there's control panels and keypads. Who is Sentry? I'm probably saying your name wrong because I'm great with phone, but bad with names. Is it Creation? Creator cosplay? I don't know how to say it. Hey, Kevin. There you are. Good morning, guys. Oh, Kevin's always been. He's been doing his posting. James, good morning. Mm. Guys, I took my wife um, and I took, well, the kids did. My wife took us to go see Rocky Horror Picture Show. The kids have never seen it. They heard about it. Dorothy was very similar, and so we went last night. And I haven't, I'm from the Midwest. I used to see it in St. Louis, at this old art house theater called the Tivoli Theater, and it was so great to see it again. um, it's pronoun cre- creatron, creature, creatron, creatron. It's pronounced creature, creatron, creature. Dude, it's the price you pay from watching me. I'm so sorry I butchered people's names. There's Floyd. Floyd, good morning. Yes, it's a mix of creature and create. Oh, creatron. Creatron? Creatron. See, when you play with words like that, no wonder I can't say it. Oh, by the way, today I'm wearing Deity Creation, which is my buddy Eddie Yang. It's his shirt. That's his company. Of course, his company is struggling like everybody here in Hollywood. There's no fucking work. So he's doing stuff here and there, but I'm going to ask him to 3D print something for me, which would be great. Creature creation. Creature creation. Creature creation. See, Gundam, I'm not alone. See, guys, Gundam understands. He gets it. I'm not alone, right? Okay. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I'm slowly waking up. Anyway, years ago, we were going to do this film called Space Pirates. My buddy Garl and I wrote this script. I built all the stuff for it. And then we were trying to get financing, and we got actors attached to it, like you always do. And this is before. And then 2008 came, and the economy crashed. It just went. And luckily, I was working in the movie industry at the time. And when you work in the movie industry, the economy doesn't really affect us. It didn't. Work kept coming in. But everybody else in the real world, it kind of screwed them up. But in the meanwhile, I was making all these things, and I made props. And this is one of, this keypad. And of course, it has, I'll show you, some light. So the gag is like this goes, and it lights up. Ooh, oh, well, sorry, it's bright. That's why when you do stuff like this, we'll have a little bounce light. But anyway, this is the keypad and the show, and there's a form of entry everywhere. So when I have keypads on doors, I need to make a oh my god, that's right. I can grab that elevator lift thing and finish too. All right, so anyway, so I'm gonna make something. My friend Gar, he's made. This is going to be his third movie. He's did automation. He did Space Wars, and hey, Kevin again. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, there is Kevin. Thank you so much. A donation of $5. Thank you so much, Kevin again. Thank you as always. Happy Mother's Day. That's right. That $5 is going to go to my wife anyway. So thank you. Yeah, I have the sound on. Sorry, I turned it down. Thank you so much again, Kevin. Special thank you to the modifier. That's right, the modifier is great. He is helping me a lot on this show. He did some stuff for me. I got to send some pictures today of a fire extinguisher. Because I got to make this fucker out of foam. All right, anyway, I'm digressed. Let's show you what I'm doing. Fix the camera. Right. Oops, sorry. Move that. Got Coke. So, we have I downloaded some on Pinterest all these different keypads I really liked, and I'm just looking at them, but I kind of like the vibe of this guy. So I'm going to do something similar with using the same keypad. I don't want to remake them. Remaking stuff, I mean, as much as I would like, it's a little bit of not really time for it. I'm kind of crunched for time, so I am like, what can I do to make it look different but do it quickly? So I am. Yeah, let's get a ballpoint pen so you guys can see what I'm doing here. Like that. And we can do it like if the keypad's there, you turn it like this, right? But that's quite a bit of a step in. Let me see what we can do here. Let's probably bring. Oh, so the thing I realized too, it flares out a little bit. Because in the vacuum form, you can see there's a bit of an angle to it, and that might be an issue, but we don't know. Looks like an ATM skimmer. Yeah, guys, how he did this was, how he made these, guys, is so old school. It's a piece of acrylic plastic that I cut out and rounded, and then I put tape on it. I just put label tape. These are all little labels I laid up perfectly and laid down, and then spray painted it, let it dry. And here's the thing I learned really quickly with this technique. You can't let it dry too long. You spray it, hit it with a hair dryer, and while it's semi-dry, you take an X-Acto blade and you peel everything up, and that's how you make the silhouette. And then you just put gel, and I stuck numbers on them, and that's how I made it. So, and we're going to go like this. So now, yeah, let's see, we dropped that. Here. Sorry guys, I'm going to stick my bald head in here for a second. Alright, and my craft knife, which is... Hold on. Sorry guys, it's happening. Come on. So, let me grip that. Good. My X-Acto blade. All right. Let's start cutting. Got this. All right. My plan is once we get these guys figured out, I'm going to cut these guys. I got to decide what thickness of foam I want to do, and I'll make a base for these guys. Let's see what we have. So yeah, it's going to sit like this. I'll have a little bit of foam. Yeah, it just, yeah. A little too, I think it's a little too deep. But yeah, hold on. It looks, it's a little too deep. Let's bring this down just a little bit. Hold on, guys. Because I think when you won't see the keypads from the side. So hold on, let's do this. Same vibe, but not as deep. So. Yeah, that's right. Well, I mean, it's basically the same thing. I'm just going to put a border on it. Maybe we could do... all right. Let's get some foam. Let's get the... All right, I went and got myself some. Is that 8? Is that 8 mil? Yeah, it looks like 8 mil. That is 8 mil. I got some 8 mil 10 millimeter foam. So if I do that, I'll put a border on these guys. Like that, and because it'll allow me to paint. Let me see. You can tell I'm not really decided on it yet. I'm like, I mean, once it's, yeah, you know, maybe I should. Yeah, you know something. Let me do this again because I think I panicked because now I'm thinking I cut down the lip on it too much. Because, yeah, I want it deeper. Let's try again. Sorry. Because I do like it to look, I want it just a little deeper here. So hold on, let's try again. Let's trace it again. Like so. Yeah, I guess I'm slowly waking up. How's everybody doing today? Hey, Kathy. I see Kathy there. What's up? All right. Oh, really quickly, everybody. Calling all Canadians. I am doing giveaways for GameCon Canada, which is in June, which is coming up very, very quickly. And I would like the people to get tickets. I have tickets. I'm going to start doing some live streams just to give the tickets away. I might do it on Instagram Live, too, to get rid of those tickets. So, guys, do you know any Canadians out there? Repurpose or reuse? Yeah, reusing, repurposing, same thing, right, isn't it? There's people there's chat. Is chat frozen? Oh, there you guys are. Kathy says, I'm eating, having my tea and eating breakfast and watching The Master at Work. I'm making dozens of fridge magnets for an indie movie. It's a crappy love story. Like I'm just like, oh, I'm making a, we're gonna move it. It's crappy. It's a crappy love story. Got a Gundam. Jeez. Yes. We're gonna go back to what I had before. I'm gonna go a little deeper. Dozens of fridge magnets. How fun! All right. Yeah, I'm frantically working on the show. The list is growing. I just got a helmet today I'm going to try to revamp a space helmet today as well. All right, let's get back to what I was doing here. Overhead. I trimmed it quite a bit, and I realized it kind of defeated. It made it. I didn't trim it, so let's do this. Let's put back what I did. Right. Man, I cannot get this song out of my head. You better wise up, Janet White. From Frankenfurter sings to Janet from Rocky Horror Picture Show. You know, Tim Curry in his day, in his youth, he ended up being recognized as a great character actor, which he was. But he can sing. So in his youth, he was touring in New York doing the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and it was such a success that it inspired them to make a movie. And of course, back then the movie bombed, and became a cult hit later. Alright. Yes, so what we're going to do, we're going to make this. I'm going to see what it looks like. If I like it, I have to make 3 of these. So, hold on. Because the space above, right, like that, and it doesn't need to be tall. I think it's too tall, right? Yeah, the part of it, yeah, I think it's about too tall. So let's do this. I like that. So let me trace this again really quickly so I get the inside exactly where it's going to go. So that, I don't think it needs to be that tall. So do this. Yeah, here, I got an idea. Go like that. Alright, so now gotta trace this. Okay, got that, line it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try one, cut it, see what it looks like, and if I like it, then I'll crank them all out at the same time. So I have 3 of these control panels I need to make. And so my plan would be to do that today, get them all done, at least the base, and rig up lights and everything in them. Oh, should have went that way. Yeah, that's right. And we go like that. Because once I cut these guys, I'm going to figure out the width of the base. I'll definitely round off these corners, I think, once I cut it. Alright. Wait, where's my... Hold on, guys. Yeah, my shop says a shambles. I don't even have my knife in front of me. Wait, hold on, guys. Let me grab my... put a battery. Hold that for a second. There we go. All right. Like this. Cut that at 90, like that. Nice, got that. The one thing exciting about this movie, which I probably told you guys on my last stream, was this is I am a production designer on this show, so I'm really kind of just, I'm building, but I'm also designing the look of the show as I'm building. So it's kind of like, for the time and budget that we have, I just trying to create some sense of this universe. And I realized, one thing that popped in my head as the stream was starting, I have these old dog tags in front of me, and I thought, how great would it be to have all the pilots have dog tags? I mean, they're all military. And I have dog tags, but it's like I don't have enough of them, so I'm wondering where you just could buy dog tags quickly. Because most of them have, like, information and things on them, and names and whatnot, so we don't have the time to do that. But I'd still like them to have not dog tags on. Be nice, but... So I'm wondering if we can make something really quick to make dog tags. Or maybe like some like little clear like sci-fi dog. I mean, it's starting in the future, so they'd all have like little day glow key things or something. I don't know. Something we could cut, right? That's and 10. All right, so there. So now it goes on like this. Yeah, that's cool. And then we'll do. So let's measure that out. That is exactly a watt here. That is. Oh, this guy needs to be. This is really dense foam. I haven't used it. It's like a really good dense EVA foam. This is like almost like 400. Hollow tags. Somebody's saying Rubberneck. Fallout games have hollow tags. Just 3D prints of some cherished dog tags and stick on a light behind the... Yeah, I mean, so they're walking... What's going on back in... 3D printed. All right. So now let me get a. Let me see what distance that is. There's my that's my pattern, right? Is that my pattern? No, this is the first one. So this I can use as a gauge. Hold on, I have an idea. Sorry, overhead. Since this is the pattern, let's do here. So don't butcher it. Put keypad. Keypad. Pattern. Got it. All right. So this is. I'm going to use this as my gauge for how thick this is going to be. So we have that's the thickness, right, like that. You got that. So what is that thickness? That is. That is exactly. It's almost 6 inches. Is a little over 6 inches. So that is 6 and what? 6 and 1/16. All right. Cut one, mold the rest. No, Kevin, no time for that. No time for molding. All right, let's do. So now we have this. Let's figure out my base. So the base would be, man, this foam, this is super dense. I think I got this to do something with, oh, it's a cat. I left this on the floor. You can see where cats scratched it. Wow, that's why you don't leave stuff on the floor. Yeah, good foam, but the cats just tore it up. That's why you don't leave foam out, people. Right. Hold on. So I got this guy. It's 6. What was it again? 6 and a. Make sure I get this correct. Yeah. Like that. Comes up here like this. Let's use this. All right, is this gonna work? Wait, let's see. It seems really narrow. Hold on, guys. I don't know if that pen, my measurements are that accurate. I don't think they are. Hold on. That's that. Yep, that's not accurate. It's not even close. So let's not do this measurement. That measurement is wrong. And the foam is here. It's not square. Stop that. All right. Hold on, guys. New measurement. Because my last measurement was incorrect. Let's see what this is now. Yeah, it's about 6 and a. It's 6 1/4 of what it is. That's more accurate. Got that 6 1/4. Right, got that 6 1/4. Got that. All right, now. Alright, there we go. Alright, now to get the length, a little space on this, maybe that, this, one that. See, hold on. I'm gonna make it, and my fears is not gonna be snug enough. Is it gonna be? That's alright. We got that. Fantastic. I'll tell you what, let's bring it up like this and have a space at the bottom. We'll kick it in. That's what we'll do. That's a neat idea. Okay. So that. Alright, good. So that's how tall it's going to be. And that. Okay, so we have this, that. I want to do something on the bottom, but I'll tell you what, let's figure that out once we get this guy cut out. Like that, right? And, oh man, cats. See, I'm gonna use this corner. Just it's cats scratching this so hard, it's all torn up on the back. So I'll use this as the. Let's do this. All right. This save us some time. Like that. Let's go ahead and cut out 3 of these guys really quick. So I'm going to squeeze all this in here real quick. Like that. Oops, wait. Nope, sorry, I'm going off the edge here. It's you sure it should be this. Yeah. There, got that. All right. Oh, got that. Cut this. That. Yeah, I tell you what, I'm gonna take a heat gun to these guys just to flatten them out a little bit, because this foam I have is, I wish I remember what this was, because it's not just EVA foam. It's really dense. It's like a really super dense EVA foam. I think this was back in the day when TNT was around. That's whole. I mean, I have a lot of foam here, guys. I have stockpiles of foam, and some I haven't touched in a long time. And I'm realizing that, yeah, this stuff is super dense. It's really good stuff. Yeah, I wish I knew what this is. I wish I knew what this was. I mean, it's EVA foam, but I wonder if it's the denser stuff. It's got a real dense, rubbery quality to it, but really tough. I'm really digging it. So I wonder if it's a sheet that somebody gave me as a sample. Yeah. Anyway, this is what happens, people, when you get old. You just, so much on my plate, I kind of forget what I'm doing sometimes. All right, fantastic. Here we go. Yep, look at these cat scratches. the back here. All right. That right. Hold on, I got one more. Cut this guy really fast. Good stuff. All right. Uh-huh. Okay, here we go. And the plan is, this guy's gonna go right here. Okay, well, let's glue these guys down first. All right, let's glue these on, nice and square. Wait, what just happened? Oh, that's because, all right. So how these? Why? How are these short? Oh, because I was leaving a lip. That's right. Sorry, guys. I was like, what am I doing? I left a lip on the top for some reason. I think it's because I'm going to do this. Hold on. Yeah. What the hell, Ted? See? I cut these guys out, and I end up not paying attention to my pattern. How'd that happen, you idiot? Hold on. Yeah, this is way taller. You know something? Oh, Ted, you idiot. Tell you what we're going to do, though. I'm not going to recut these guys. I'm just going to stick more. I'll just glue some on the top. Let's just do that. Just glue some foam on the top and recut that. All right. Anyway, what a nitwit. You know what we could do, though? Here, hold on. Yeah, because I was going off of this, not the... so let's go like that. Oh, no, let's leave that for the bottom. I have an idea. Let's do this. So we go like that. On the top like this. Keep the bottom long. And let's put one together, Ted. I should have did that. I should have just built one before I start cutting everything. See, this is what's happening a lot. This is something I preach a lot to people, and since it's happened to me, I'm going to get back to preaching it again because I don't follow my own rules sometimes. Mistakes are just happy trees. Oops, let's make that into a tree. Happy accident. It's a happy accident. Is that Becky's like, stop it. Stop that. It's a happy accident. I get in the mindset of just being fast, and sometimes fast for fast stakes is doesn't always pay off, because I worked at the prop house for this place for 15 years, and we worked so goddamn fast. And we would do, and I would be right in the middle of a project. Oh, do this really quick, and I would stop what I was doing and do something else, and it got really fast, and then I would come home and I find myself working fast. It's fine to work fast, but when you find yourself rushing, you're rushing to get something done. Being a fast builder, there's nothing wrong with it. It's rushing. When you rush, you're not thinking. You're just trying to get across get across the finish line. You're running to get across that finish line, and when you do that, sometimes you're sacrificing things because you're not paying attention. So I find myself, that's what I'm doing right now, is I've been like this for a while, and I got to stop and catch my breath because I'm just rushing and I'm making simple mistakes. So I need to stop, catch my breath, and relax. It's like, I don't have a lot of time to do the show, but I need to just be, because my fear, which I think is going to end up happening, is we're going to be like days away from shooting, and I'm going to be rushing to get stuff done. So slow, smooth is fast. So, yeah. All right. Whew, so that's what we're doing right now. Let's get some glue. Might have some glue, which you know, it's funny. I ordered some contact cement. Where the hell? I go really quickly. Hold on. Close windows here real quick. I gotta find. Oh, go to hold on, guys. I'm gonna go to orders. Yeah, where's my barge cement, guys? Hold on, guys. I ordered a gallon of barge cement. Track package. Hold on. Delayed at customs. Your package is being processed by customs. Official FedEx requires additional information. What? Oh, that's what the problem. All right, hold on, guys. Oh, for Christ's sakes. It's... what do you guys want from me? Yeah, it's California. I'm dealing with... God damn, I gotta call FedEx. Son of a bitch. I kept thinking I should have got my contact cement, so it's like... So, guys, here's the thing. I live in California. We have a lot of restrictions and laws. You know, I do have a love-hate relationship with this city because... or the state in general, because there's a lot of laws and OSHA and all that kind of stuff, and it's contact cement. Problem with your order. Wait, hold on, guys. The problem with my order. Let me see if it's gonna say the same thing. Package didn't arrive, missing parts, damage. Oh no, there's nothing wrong with my order. It's just expected May 11th. May 11th. Oh, for Christ's sakes. Yeah, I gotta go out and just get some glue somewhere else. I thought I could order this stuff, and it's just like, it's trying to get contact cement through. This is ridiculous. I might just cancel the order and buy it somewhere else. Oh, God. All right, guys, sorry. Distraction. See? This is what I'm going through. Good Lord. They ID'd it for glue, and then it's like glue. It's Anyway, okay. I got some good news. Oh, what's that, Jesse? On Friday, I finally was able to drive my truck for the first time. Oh, I take it your truck was not running for some time. All right. And meanwhile, let me go find the glue that I don't have much of. Here we go. Okay, let's just do this really quick. Oh, wait, no, it's not this edged head. Doing this edge first. And then definitely I'm going to cut a hole in this for the back, but we'll deal with that when we get to it. Wait, hold on. Mm-hmm. Let me turn the fan on, guys, because this glue is smelly. A 1993 Ford Ranger. Wow, Ford, that does take some work because Fords, I mean, they are a bit complicated in the sense of like maintaining because sometimes the Ford parts are expensive. So, but man, I'm glad you got it running. I knew it had problems when I bought it, but I didn't know it was that bad. Oh, dude, when you're dealing with Ford, I have a friend who's a gearhead, and yeah, he's worked on Fords. He's like they're a pain in the ass. Like they're. So he goes. Yeah, I buy Japanese. Well, I bought a Kia with some. I mean, but I try to get as. I had a Honda Fit, and I love that car, but it was repurposed, and so you get them super cheap, but the resale value is terrible on them. They won't. When you have a car that's repurposed, you get it super cheap, but trying to sell it, they're like, oh, it's been yeah, it still runs though, but oh, it's been repurposed and blah blah blah. So it's basically salvage. People, its car got totaled, and people bought new parts and they fix it all up, and then they punish you for it. So because you bought a car that runs, but doesn't cost a lot of money, but they let you know that you're not going to get the money you paid for it. All right. Oops, there it is. Overhead. This goes like this. This guy drops in. Because all I'm really doing is building a shell for it. Like that. You know what it needs to? It needs a little piece at the top, like a little capper. Yeah, let's do that too. Let's top it off. Here. This film's like really rubbery too. Yeah, I like this stuff. You know, I like this so much it should be deeper. Yeah, too well. Let me sacrifice this. I'm gonna remake this pattern. So let's go ahead and cut from this guy really quick. It's the width, right? Let's see here. Right. That. Interesting. That. Yeah, looks. I like that. I like that little housing. Oh, let's do that. Let's go. I'm gonna do a little bit of a bevel cut on it. Let's do it like, hold on, right here, and that. But we're gonna bevel out like this. Just a little bit like this. And that goes in like this. Oh, get in there. Wait, so just trim it just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a smidge. Hold on. See, it drops in like that. Yeah, that's sexy. Good. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm digging this. So hold on. Let me just go ahead. And since I'm liking that. Hold on. Let me just go ahead and cut this another one of these. Since my mind's in the right place. I'm starting to get my groove back here. Hold on. Alright, like that. Slight angle. Like that. Fantastic. One more. Flip it around. Same distance. So this time, all you have to do is cut. Use the same bevel twice. Hold on. Okay. All right, there you go. So look, see, we've got 3 now. So you got 1, 2, 3 of these guys. That's the top. Yeah, so let's go ahead and recut this guy. Oh, sorry. Somebody had a question for me. On Twitch, asked. Oh, somebody asked on Twitch. It says, not into 3D printing yet, or decided not for this. Oh, that's a great question. Thank you so much for asking. Oh, let me turn this fan off, guys. It's a little bit loud here, real quick. Turn this off. Here is my rant about 3D printing. Is that 3D printing... So, wait, let me fuel up with some coffee first. Um, 3D printing is for 3D printing nerds. People that know computers, know problem solving, because when you get a 3D printer, you gotta make sure the table's level, you gotta have a clean environment, make sure the base that's on sturdy. It's all the stuff that when and then people like, they advertise and show people like, they make it look like it's super simple, and it's not. You have to understand the 3D printers, and then you have the nozzles, and the nozzle tips fail, and then you're doing an 8-hour print, and 3 hours in it goes to crap, and all this back and forth and stuff. I realized by the time you get something printed, I could have made it out of foam. So 3D printing is cool. I just don't think it's there yet for me. I don't need a project. I need a tool. 3D printing to me is a project, because when you get a printer, it's not plug and play. Some you have to assemble, and the ones that do work really well, like bamboo, are great, but they're expensive. 3D printers are expensive, and unless you're into industrial design, or you're adding like things like tools, like if you're like working on a vintage car and you have like an old rearview mirror tab thing from a 1960s vehicle and it's broken, you can look at it and scan one and build one in 3D and print it out of this like really strong 3D print like filament, and then put it in your car. The things like that are really super cool. Or adding attachments, and like it's like building tools, and it's great for it. For cosplay, you're usually adding detail, which I think 3D printing cool for detail. But but 3D printing nerds love it, and then you can have it, and like creative Brit who loves. She's a 3D printer and loves it, but she's a 3D printing nerd. She knows all about it. She knows when problems come up, what to do to solve it or what's going wrong. Like, I don't have time for any of that crap. Like, I just want a printer to work. And so, I think maybe give it another 5 years. People are like, oh, it's around the corner. I'm like, nah, it's not that around the corner. I'm going to give it another 5 years, which will go quickly. Probably around by the time I retire. Retire from the industry, but not retire from what I do with you guys. But a printer that you can get it, grab it. Oh, that's what I want. Grab it, bring it in, print it, pull it out, clean it, be done. We all are nerds, Brian, but a different type of nerd. I say 3D printing nerds. 3D printing nerds are 3D printing nerds. They're not nerds like cosplay nerds. Like they're 3D printing nerds are a different breed because they are like Adam Savage. They get a problem, they get in there and fix it and solve it, or something goes wrong. Like they understand what the problem could be or what they're doing. When I hung out with Adam Savage, he had printers, and all he did was complain about some of the printers he had. Like, oh, this is good, and I had this, and like, it's not there yet. Even Adam Savage has to fuck around with his printer when he gets it. And the guy, trust me, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's buying, and it's like, so when something goes wrong, I just met my old friend Justin Krause, who is a prop maker for years, and not prop maker, he's more of a mechanic, engineer. He rigs things, makes things move and blow up and steam. Like he's really good at physical effects. He's really good at that stuff, and he does a lot of kid shows. And he worked on the Wizards of Waverly Street for decades, and he was on that show. And he does 3D printing like crazy. And for him, he loves it because he has everything on file. So when they need something for a show, he just prints it. Because he doesn't want to deal with storage. Like, I don't want to, like, put that stuff in storage. I'll just reprint it. And then, again, with the people that have that ability, I think it's great. But it's not there. And for me personally, another thing is that what I do, making it, is my part that I love the most. 3D printing does what I like doing. I like creating. I like taking something from nothing and fabricating it out of foam. And it's a bit of a journey, like, ooh, I'm going to make this. And like, I have a general idea what it's going to be, but you start learning as you build, like, ooh, this is cool, but I want to change that. And you do it while you build. And so that's part of the process for me. So when you 3D print it and hand it to me, I'm like, that's cool. I mean, but you know what it does with 3D printing? I don't like doing? I hate sanding. I worked in the industry. And the thing we did a lot of sanding and painting, and I don't like either one of those things. I paint because I have to, and I definitely don't sand. I sand a little bit. Minimum sanding is great, but when you work in the prop house, when you're dealing with 3D printing, it's a lot of frickin' sanding. So not a fan of sanding. And I just love making foam. So this YouTube channel I built 11 years ago is that it's for people who don't have a 3D printer. People that see one, and a lot of kids these days think I can't cosplay because I don't have a 3D printer, and that's not true. And I want to show people that you don't need a printer, you don't need a laser cutter or a Cricut. You just need your hands, your imagination, and cutting mats and basic tools that you can get anywhere. And that's what I want to teach people. And I think it's great. Old Zen says sanding is hell. You got that right, brother. Sanding sucks. I'm a nerd. I'm okay with that. Brian, no, it's good. Dude, don't I'm not calling you guys out. I'm just saying that's your skill set you guys need to have. I'm not into it. Old Zen on Twitch says, sanding is hell. I know. That's why Corgi has a shirt. It says, I sand, I die. I sand, I die. And I sand again. Like, I sand, I die. It's like, it just repeats like he's sanding. It's a very funny shirt. Matter of fact, Old Zen, Core Geek, COREGEEK, Core Geek. If you can find him, Core Geek, follow him. I think he has shirts, and you definitely need to get one of his shirts because the shirt says it all. It's very funny because he's a big 3D printing nerd too, but he has this whole thing about sanding, dyeing. I have one of his shirts. I need to get a new one because I've outgrown it. Well, I put enough weight on it. It's too tight on me. Gotta get a larger shirt. But you definitely should get one of his shirts because it says it. It's just so damn funny. When it came out, they sold like crazy because everybody embraced that. Like, oh my god, all the 3D printing society was like, oh, it's so funny because I sand, I die, I sand, I die. I sand, I die, I sand again. That's it. Thank you. Family Studios. That's correct. So I went Old Zen to go over there and get a shirt. Hey, Kevin, my dear Kevin, John Hughes calling me a nerd. Hey, John says you're calling me a nerd, Ted. I'm sorry, John. I didn't see your text. That's my friend, guys, really quickly. My dear friend, John Hughes, better known as the Modifier on Instagram. He's here. And yes, I am calling you a nerd, sir. But here's the thing, John. You're good at it. And that's what you do. You like it. And you 3D print it. Kevin, yeah. See if you can go to Core Geeks. Core Geek. COREGEEK. Core Geek. On Instagram. And see if he has a link for a website. Because he used to sell shirts. And they're hysterical. I hope he didn't stop selling them. And see if we can... But look, if he has a website or an Etsy or something, because he had shirts. I think they're hysterical. It goes already done. They already done it in chat. Hold on, guys. They did it on Twitch. Fantastic. Let's see if we can get one on here on YouTube. Hey, John Hughes, my dear friend, you need to get one of these shirts too. Because you'd understand it. Because it's for you 3D printing nerds. Nerds! I'm a nerd. I'm just a different type of nerd, guys. I'm one of these handcrafted, not one of these guys. Don't want to do that. It sucks. Sanding sucks. I do it, I did it. I was good at it. I do it. He's not offering his sanding shirts at the moment. Oh, no. I'm more of a freak than a nerd. Yeah, Gundam, you are. I'll let you have that. Damn it. They're gonna hold it. You know why? Because I get it. It's a thing. I think, did he sell them or just has them? The shop is taking. Oh, it says it's taking a short break. Okay. Well, anyway, guys, he's taking a short break. Understandable, but he can't. Yeah, he can't do it right now because he's too busy sanding. All right, sorry. Okay, that was my rant. Thank you, everybody, for joining me on that. All right. Woo! Ted went off there for a second. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Because 3D printing is a big thing I want to talk about. So, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's neat. Matter of fact, I am going to reach out to my friend Eddie Yang today. Well, he's probably going to help on Monday. But I have something. Let's talk more about this. Is it a union job? Oh, the job I'm working on? Oh, hell no, it's not union. If it was union, it wouldn't happen. It'd be too damn expensive. We couldn't do it. Ask him to steal to make one for myself. Hey, Old Zen, he's here. Old Zen, thanks for showing. Hey, thanks for joining us here on YouTube. Have you have you liked and subscribed? Have you liked and subscribed? Oh, Lotus Blossom, hello, aloha, and good morning to you. Lotus Blossom, thank you for joining us today. But thank you. This guy. I went to build an aluminum frame for my vacuum farmer yesterday, and I cut the meters, and it was the wrong side of the wrong side of aluminum. I'm sorry. I'd like to subscribe for years. Oh, thank you, Old Zen. All right. Anyway, sorry guys. Wow, it's 10 o'clock already. I'm woken up. I was thinking the coffee is kicking in. Do it. Let me get a big swig here real quick. You know, I made this template, and now I'm realizing I need to make it a little bit longer. So I have a better idea. Why don't we just? I don't want to make a new panel. Let's cut some bigger ones here. Hold on, guys, for a second. I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna fix this one I have really quick here, and let me just. But too, I like this. So let's cut. You know what I want to do? I want to round off these edges real quick too. Hold on. Can I have a stone bed on this guy? I do. Fantastic. Look. This. Sorry guys, let me mute you for a second. Okay, I'm back. Right. Oh, so now I'm thinking about this. Let me go ahead and cut 2 more of these the right size. Back to work. That's right. Okay. Yeah, hold on, guys. It's a big sheet of foam down here. Let me put it on the floor here for a second. Get this guy, make sure it's long enough there. Sorry, guys. Get where's my cap? My cap. Oh, there it is. There you go. Hold on. Cut this guy really quick. Fantastic. And right here. Hey, babe. Yeah? could you grab my phone for me? Yeah, and you can hand it to me for our little window over here. Let me see if I can reach. I'll be able to reach it. Here. Is it not next to my bed? No? That's all right. I'll find it. That's all right. No worries. I was going to check on something, and then, because that's my direct link. Sometimes when I'm streaming and something goes wrong, Becky can always reach out to me. And I like having my phone in front of me, but I realized I got half asleep this morning. I didn't really grab anything, so. All right, got that. You know, before we start gluing these guys together, I'm going to take a heat gun to them because this foam is super dense, so it's got a bit of a curve into it, and so I gotta kind of make it flatten it up again because it's kind of, I'm fighting this curl on it. It's kind of a pain in the butt, so I just want to heat this up and take the curl out of it first before I start gluing. So, all right, got that. Wait a minute. Oh, I just cut the wrong line, you idiots. Hold on, so yes. Again, I just cut like. Hold on, knucklehead. Sorry, guys. Oh, there it is. My wife found my phone. Thanks, babe. All right, hold on. Sorry, babe, it's a landmine up here. Thank you so much, baby. My wife hides from the camera. She's beautiful. No need to hide. My girlfriend makes a medieval knight armor. We are covering it in paper mache and strips. Any tips? Oh, paper mache. What is your? Are you using? What's your base armor made out of? Yeah, hold on. Let me get some glue real quick here, guys. Let's stick this. Hold on, guys. OEV foam. My girlfriend's making some medieval armor and covering it with in paper mache. Yeah. Strips, tips. Yeah, well, the thing is, foam is flexible, and I don't know if paper mache is. So if you can do it. I think if you put on, I guess it depends on the thickness you're putting on. It's a strange media to use on foam. I've never done paper mache on foam before, so I'm not quite sure how it's going to work. But I have faith that you guys will. Make it happen. I like the fact you're just like, oh, use paper mache. Like, all the power to you. Give it a shot. I usually, when I work with foam, I always add foam to it, like foam and smaller bits of foam on top of foam. I've never used foam and paper mache, but I'm not saying that won't work. I just don't know what the results will be. So I'm intrigued. Rubber coating? Well, I mean, if you put paper mache is it's a different media. It's like it'll hold it to a degree. I think if you guys just do a Mod Podge on top of it, maybe. Reason for covering it paper mache? Is there? Yeah, I'm with Becky. Is there a reason why you guys are using paper mache? I mean, great. It's a inexpensive material to work with. That's definitely for sure. It's great and easy to work with. Oh, did I just cut one of my pieces? No, I didn't. Okay, good. Hold on, guys. I'm all over the place. Let me get this. I'm sorry, overhead, so you guys can see what I'm doing here. I'm the one I did earlier. It's a little short. I'm just going to add some. Just going to glue the parts on, like this and that. And we're going to fix this guy, and then go ahead and make the other two. I need to. Right. Okay, I set this aside, let this dry. All right. Okay. And now I need to cut these. Yeah, that's the one here. Yeah, let me glue back on what I cut off, like a nickel head here. I'm at a point right now on this show that when I'm working, I need to look at the calendar and start seeing how many days I can actually put on something, because I'll just keep working till it's done. But I know that I'm crunched for time, so I have to start picking the targets and things that I know. There's things I can do really easy, and there's a lot of graphics in the show that's on the walls. There's some graphics that need to like labeling on the walls and things. It's all poster board and stuff. I know that I could probably sit down in a day and do all that in a day. So that's something I can probably do days before we shoot, which I'm gonna probably get help from my assistant, my lovely assistant Carmen, who's been helping me on this show. She's coming over Wednesday, and I'm trying to get my shop ready, so when she gets here, it'll be ready just to be an armor factory. So the armor's basically done. She just can help me paint it and assemble. So that's my next thing I need to do, start getting ready for assembly. Good patch fabric. Solid metal look. You can solid metal look with foam alone. Yeah, definitely. With it's foam. Here's the biggest trick people want to wrap their heads around. Sometimes when people get into cosplay and making armor for the first time, they want things to look rigid, and then they think it has to be rigid. So you can create an illusion of something that looks like metal, and it's actually foam. For example. This is my night helmet. This is people are like, oh, it's nice. It looks like metal. And again, this is all. It's still foam. It's soft. It's foam. And what I did was, this is all created with foam, and I sealed it with creature cast rubber. But if you don't have creature cast, you can still use Mod Podge. You can still put, brush it on thick enough, let it dry. With Mod Podge, I like to do 2 coats, because the first coat kind of soaks into the foam. So you put one more coat again, put a little bit of a gloss to it, and when Mod Podge dries, it's still flexible. Oh yeah, Gundam's right. SKS has the best painting tutorials. If you want to know how to paint, and you have the patience for it, definitely SKS will walk you through his paint techniques. The guy is so good at painting. For this example, for this guy, I have a whole video on this one. This is done and then sealed with Rust-Oleum 2X gloss paint, and then I let it dry, and I went over it with stuff called Spastic Chrome and airbrushed it, and it looked it was super shiny when it was brand new, but over time it weathered. But when it weathered, it just looked like weathered metal. So I loved it, so I kept it. Periodically, sometimes I do. It rubs off so much I have to retouch it back up again. But I've had this helmet for years, and people always get drawn to my table. When I'm at a booth, I have this helmet out. People are like, oh, they always pick it up and like, oh, that's why I try to get people onto foam. Like, oh my God, it's not heavy at all. Like, no, it's not. So, yeah, Beg's like, hold on, we'll grab SKS link. Thank you. Yeah, SKS is a friend of mine. He makes his patterns. They're free. I used to give Steven a lot of shit for making his patterns for free, but the reason he makes them free is because half the stuff he's doing is IP, intellectual properties. He can't really sell them because he's making things from popular games and movies, and he knows that, so that's why he just makes them and puts them out for free. But for me personally, that's why I try to make stuff that's just kind of vague and simple and direct, and I sell them just to kind of help make a little bit of money for paying for these videos. So, but again, definitely check him out. He's a great painting tutorial. That guy loves painting. I love making. He loves painting. I wish he lived next to me. I would just make stuff and have him paint it. Seriously. Like, hey, Steven, you want to paint something? I just made something, but I don't want to paint it. You know, that'd be great. I'm thinking about I should collaborate with him on that. Just make some and have him paint it. I'll reach out to him and see if he's up for it. But I'll do this. I can't do that right now. I gotta do it after the show, because man, the show is. I got a lot of work to do. And I gotta go do this, and then right after the movie, I gotta zip off to Canada and do GameCon Canada, which I gotta make a video about. And speaking of GameCon Canada, any Canadians here, guys? I'm always yelling out for Canadians. Anybody in Canada? If there's anybody in Canada, I have tickets from GameCon Canada, and I'm going to start doing like videos just to get rid of the tickets. I could probably do an Instagram live and ask for people. Hey Canadians, I got tickets to give away, and I want to get you guys on board. Who wants a ticket? So there he is. Yeah, guys, definitely give him a hop over, give him a follow. He does great stuff. All right, let me check on this pattern. Wait, is that too? How's that too long, Ted? You are something else, Ted. All right, hold on, guys. I'll put this guy on real quick. Overhead. Line this up. There you go. There we go. Okay, see. This guy's going to sit in like this. It has a little top on it. And I might do something on the bottom too. But this is, see, just putting the housing around this, it does look so much better. I like this. I'm definitely going to, I want to put like a color. I think I might have like a bright yellow on the edge. So when it's all painted, I'll have like a yellow edge on it, where people can see the keypad. Because the set's kind of dark. So I want to have things like anything that needs like their attention. So we got... All right, here we go. Now, let's get on to here. Scraps. Oh, by the way, guys, my foam bin of scraps is so huge right now, and I need to go through it because it's taken over my shop. I have this giant pile of foam, and the reason I'm not throwing it out because I'm on a show right now where I'm just grabbing random pieces and cutting and sticking things in them just to create texture. So it's perfect just to have a pile of foam I'm just grabbing randomly because I'm just making background wall texture stuff. It's like, it doesn't need to be perfect. So I'm just knocking stuff out really quickly. Okay, so I got these guys, right? So let's go ahead and cut these side panels. Where's that cap? Oh, guys. Let me trace these guys really quick. Oh, look, guys. Oh, wait, hold on. Go overhead for you guys. Look what the cat did. Look what the cat did. Can you see that? Look at that. Look at that. All torn up. That's why you don't leave foam on the ground, people. God damn it, they got both sides, too. It's my fault. You should never leave stuff on the ground because when they find it, they just tear it up. They tear it up good. Okay. Where's that piece I just had in my hand? Oh, here it goes right here. Can we squeeze one? Yeah, we can get one right here. That's perfect. All right. And we're also going to round it off first before we put the pieces in. Got this, got that. And this. And here.
That's one. Oh. Sorry guys, this sheet's so big here. We got one. Two. All right. I just need two more on it, guys. I have these floor mats in my shop that I put down by my door and the cats, and I love it. I just leave it there because it's like their scratch pad. And after a while, like about a year or two, I have to replace them because they get so torn up they're worthless. Just like, just shreds. So we got this, okay. All right. Mm-hmm. And that. Mm-hmm. All right. I got this. That. 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 Mm-hmm. Mhm. All right. Hold on. We need. Wait. I need. No, wait. Is that it? That's it. No, I don't need this one. That's right. So we got these two. Got. All right. Sorry. Got ahead of myself. And our base, which is these two right here. Fantastic. Make sure they're all good. And wait, now I'm thinking about it. Let's go ahead and do these top pieces real quick too. This guy drops in like this, which I love the cap on this. Yeah, it's perfect. That gets glued in a little. Will it be all right? What do you think? It should be. Yeah. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to apply glue to these guys, let this dry and stick this in first, get it nice and flush, and then when it dries, I can open these guys up and do the edges second. So let's do that. In the meanwhile, let's go ahead and glue. While that one's drying, let's do this guy right here. Before we glue these guys down, let's go ahead and take a stone. Wait, am I short? Wait, no, not this one. Here it is, this guy. Sorry. All right. Okay, is that flush enough, right? Just let me just trim this a little bit, just a smidge. Hold on. Just a little bit right here. All right, got it. I'm going to round off the edges first. Except the inside, right? That's what I'm... Get this. Let me mute for a second, guys. Hold on. All right, check. There you guys. Okay, I'm back. Oh. Yes, please shop that link, guys. If you buy foam for Cosplay Pros, all I ask is you click to my link. Oh. I have an affiliation with those guys. So if you buy foam through my link, they're nice enough to give me a little kickback on that. So thank you. Yeah, Cosplay Pros. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, guys, if you grab that link, yeah, there it is. Thank you so much, Kevin, for throwing that in there. That's my link, guys. Please, if you like that, this is the foam I'm working with, and they're great. There's a particular really dense stuff I think is theirs. I got to make sure I get this again. I really like this stuff. All right, now, here, let me go over here real quick. I got glue in here in the back, so I'm going to flex this. Get it right in the corner like this. Like this, nice and flush. Alright, and see now it's glued, and these guys aren't stuck together yet, but now all I have to do is apply contact cement to these guys. I can open them up a little bit. Yeah. And that guy's going to drop in like that. I'm going to definitely, yeah, I like this a lot. I like the shroud on this. I might do something down here. I'll think of, yeah, we'll think about that. To make it stand out. Okay. So I go like this. A little bit on both sides, like that. Same thing here. Open up. Uh-huh. All right. Got it. Okay. And back of this guy, like this. That. Yeah, this stuff is so dense you can get away with just probably one coat of glue on this. Making sure, yeah, this way, that's right. Wait a minute, I got it. We do this too. Let's do this edge. Let's do this edge. Hey, hold on. Let's do that. Let's do this, right? Yeah, I got it. We glue this down first. Now I'm thinking, hold on, guys. Save that. Put that in here. Got it. Do the same thing with this guy. Mm-hmm. All right. I know I'm running low on glue, so yeah, I gotta. God damn, this happened once before when I ordered barge. I gotta figure out what's going on. So. All right, got it. Let these guys dry. We'll catch up with chat. Somebody says, "Hey, Ted, have you used PVC board?" That's Brian. Yes, I have, and I freaking love it. PVC board is basically, it's styrene, but it's been injected with nitrogen or whatever, so it makes it a little bit airy. So you can cut it really easily. Like, you ever cut styrene plastic, it's really dense and hard. But with PVC board, it's lighter and easier to cut. And I've done a lot of stuff with PVC board. I just built something here. Hold on, we'll grab some. I'll show you something really quick. In the show I'm working on, there's a hologram. Like, there's a doctor who explains something to the pilots on this show, and she turns in this hologram, boop, pops on digitally. But we needed a hologram device, and that's what this is. This is my hologram device. This is this was something from a water water cooler. You put like chopped vegetables and like put like peppermint and cucumber slices, and it floats inside here and put in the water. So, but it was super cool, and I had it. I liked it, and it lights up. And this piece right here is all PVC board. This is all foam, but I wanted this, and I know that it needed to be solid and clean and sharp looking. You can do it with foam, but there's gonna be a lot of close-ups to it and everything. So when she inserts things, so this had to be really nice. So this is all done out of PVC board. I cut it, sanded it. I took a little spot putty. Spot putty is very much like Bondo. But it's smoother and a little creamier. So I patched all the seams and edges on it and sanded it slightly, and painted it because I knew I had to make it look smooth because it's going to be metallic. So when you do anything metallic, you have to make sure everything is smooth. It looks like a salad spinner a little bit, but this is kind of the it had vegetables and things you could put in it. But yeah, it looked great. So this lights up. Oh, here, let me show you. Here. There you go. There's yeah, there you go. Light everything up, push it in. And so there, you guys can see it's all lit up. And there's a little window, it lights up, and she drops a little hard drive thing, and it lights everything up, see? But that's it, and it lights up. So that's the hologram projector. That's PVC board. Yeah, it's great. Have I built armor with it? No. I like it for prop stuff, little nuances and detail, and I bought a bunch of it because I'm going to use it to make window frames for the monitors I'm making for the show. People like working with the wood, and it's a mess, and it's harder to work with. So an MDF, all the MDF sheets. So when I bought a bunch of Sintra, I'm going to cut frames for the computer graphics, which it's a lot. I still got a lot to do on that. All right, this appears to be dry enough. Let's start putting these guys together. Oh wait, you know what I didn't do? Ted, you bonehead. I forgot to add glue to this edge. Hold on. You need to put glue on that edge, Ted. So hold on. So let's do that real fast. Go this edge. And this edge. Alright. Sorry guys. Let's get a hairdryer on this. Alright. So we do this guy. Put this down. Right on the edge, making sure it stays nice and flush. Keep it square. Like that. We do this. Now that we have this guy, keeps it all nice and square. Fantastic. Then we have this guy. Wait, Hold on, Ted. Forgot glue here too. Mm. Okay, hold. Get this, get that. All right. There's a little bit of a lip here on the bottom. Yeah, let me fix that really quick. Sorry. Let's just hold that to stop. Okay. All right, got that. Thank you. All right, hold on. We got one more. The one thing I have to say I've really embraced on this show, and is Mod Podge. I started just because these props aren't really costume pieces; they just sit on the wall, so they're not going to get the level of abuse like a costume would. So they're just like set pieces or prop pieces. So what I do is I just do Mod Podge. I've been doing Mod Podge almost everything I've done, and I made me really start embracing that material. I like it a lot. It has saved me so much time. I made I developed an airlock. When there's a window, there's a set piece where there's an airlock, and they actually have a set of an airlock. And the window they have on set's really rough because it's been, built years ago and it's kind of had some abuse on it. So I told them, I said, "Can I just make a new window?" And they're like, "Yeah, totally." So I made a new window for the airlock set using, of course, EVA foam, and I got some PET, some plastic that's I can cut with a craft knife for the window, and I made this window, and I'll show it to you guys here in a sec. All right, great. So what I did was I did not round off these edges, but I do want to round this off. So hold on, guys. Hold your ears first. Oh no, let me just mute it real quick. All right, nice. Get this, get that, and these guys drop in like that. See? just like that, little housing, and I'm gonna do maybe do something a little thicker. Maybe have it beveled or something, or I don't know. Let's see what we can do here. Like, we could just cap it off and do yeah. I'm trying to think of what I could do here to make it like cat scratches. Do that side like this maybe. Put it on the bottom, you don't see it, right? I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I do have some thicker foam I might use. I don't know. We're thinking because I got this guy. I've still got here too. Let's take a heat gun to it real quick because this curl thing is driving me nuts. So. See how it straightens out when you heat things up? Like this guy? Yeah, hit the Alrighty. Ooh, coffee time. I made a video a while back about gap filler, and I need to do another one because I think people. Have you seen Maul? What? No. Oh, the Mandalorian Grogu. The verdict's out. I'm gonna wait. I think my problem with Disney right now is that when they got Star Wars, they did the same thing they did with Marvel. They just went nuts and started making movies and TV shows, and you get oversaturated. And people after a while, they stopped being events. Like a Marvel movie was an event, and then they just started throwing things on TV. They got greedy and it went nuts. And Star Wars was the same thing. Star Wars was an event. You made a movie, and you get all excited. We go and get merchandise, whatever, and then the hype would die down a little bit, and then they'd start firing back up again when they get ready to release their new movie. Usually like a year, like a couple of years, and they just started cranking them out fast, and it was speaking this mad freaking cash grab. And don't get me, Mandalorian when it started was great. Jon Favreau's idea was brilliant. It was like and they made what I liked about it was they finally did what I was bitching about, was make a show based in the Star Wars universe, but don't bring any of the people, just do a separate story. And so they did. They went after the fall of the Empire, like this is just after the fall of the Empire, and so the Mandalorian is a bounty hunter, and you go around the universe in that timeline, which it's so great. And of course, what happened was the show started getting successful, and it started doing really well. Then they told John Favreau, "Oh, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to put Star, you got to put Luke." When Luke made his appearance was great, but then they started bringing other people. They brought Boba Fett in, and it's just like, and after a while, it just. So first season it's great. Second, and by third season, it was just terrible. The third season of Mandalorian. So, my thing that was so weird about it was, Floyd's of the Star Wars. Yeah, it sucked. They didn't have a story. They didn't have any plan. When you saw the new trilogy, when you hear the story behind the scenes, J.J. Abrams made the first one he had no back. He had no. Usually, when you make a story, you have a story arc. You have 3 chapters you want to do, and you set everything up. And he didn't have that. He just made a movie and went, "Here, you're done. So go make something with this." So another director comes in with something completely different and starts doing. You're like, so you see the second movie, you're like, "Wait, what's going on?" And by the third movie, they're like, "Oh," then JJ comes back and goes, like, "Yeah, it's just." You see these 2 directors warring with each other what story they wanted to tell, and it showed. It was a mess, just a mess. And they just got no thought, no plan, just a mess. So they took a great show, killed it, and thinking they're going to bring it back with a movie. I'm like, I'll wait. We'll see. Because the only thing I saw Disney-wise I loved was Andor. And Andor was just amazing. It was the story of the Empire, and it was dark, cool, adult Disney, and I loved it. And that's why there's a kind of a split between people. People are like, it's not really Disney. They don't talk Disney. They don't talk in the Star Wars language. I'm like, it was a great story. And it was just so, it was doing so well. It was so adult how the rise of the rebellion, it was just so cool. And it was such a great series, and hopefully, I think you can get that on disc. Are they smart enough to put it on disc? Like you can buy the entire series. I hope so. I think they might have, because I might have to get it because Disney has a thing like Andor. Yeah, Andor was amazing, and I love that show, and I love there's cosplay from it, and they did such a great job with that show. Oh yeah, Disney. They don't. I always it's like the same thing with comics and books. People take the essence of something and go, "Oh, let's do this instead of that," and then, oh, Floyd, Rogue One. The big thing is now when you got to watch Andor. You watch Andor all the way through, and when Andor's over, then you jump over and watch Rogue One. It's like it's all Andor's just a setup for Rogue One. So you build that story arc, and you go right to Rogue One. And then you go all over again. Then you start the trilogy all over again. It was so smart for them to go backwards because people know they love the stuff. And the same with Mandalorian. You don't do the new universe, with the new order and all that crap. They went back in timeline and told that story, which is great. And they brought some really popular characters from the animated series that did really well into the Mandalorian. So, again, it's a tough thing to juggle. It really is. Well, guys, it's 11:05, and it's Mother's Day. All right, well, guys. So, if you have not told your loved one how wonderful and special they are, then get on that, because that is what you have to do. Because it's Mother's Day, I'm going to relax, spend some time with the family today. I got a little honeydew jobs I got to do today. Got some honeydews as a shelf I got to fix in the shower, because that's the stuff I do. I think it's fun that my family, my wife and the kids are always like, "Oh my God!" Like they ask, "Can you do this?" And I just do it, like because my wife married a maker, a builder, so a fabricator, and so I can do stuff, which is nice. Yeah. Oh, Floyd, dude, yeah. It's like if you watch Andor, what you do if you don't want to rewatch it because you just watch it, you love it. Just watch the last 2 episodes, last 2 seasons of Andor, watch that, and it bleeds right into Rogue One. It's like my wife and I, we watched it when the show, when Andor was over, like, oh. And then on Disney, like we were watching it, it said, next is Andor. Like it was set up for, so we just watched it. It segued right into Andor, into Rogue One, and we're like, oh, okay. And then from that, you can then watch Star Wars: New Hope. Like go right into that. It's brilliant. And start all over again and watch the original 3 trilogies. So good. Until Return of the Jedi is. I mean, it was. You can see some of the stuff was like, kind of started falling apart. So. Oh, my husband married a maker and a builder. What the hell? But then he cooks. Oh, Becky, if he can cook, my wife cooks. I love it. Like I spent a better part of my adult life single. I didn't get married until I was in my 50s, and now because I took care of myself, and my meals were always very subpar. I very rarely, I eat out sometimes, but I try to cook mostly, stay at home and cook more. And now my wife is, there's like meals prepared and leftovers in the fridge. It's amazing. The kids don't embrace leftovers like I do. I love leftovers. Like, oh, we have a big dinner. That's right. I don't eat it tonight. I'll have it tomorrow. Leftovers. Yes. Love leftovers. It's the best. Oh, he cooks French dishes. What? Becky, that's ridiculous. That's amazing. You're so spoiled. How dare you? Oh, Beck, I miss hanging out with you, man. I really do. Becky is, I'm sorry, guys. Going Ape Costume is my friend Becky. We get along so well when we're together, and she's a great builder friend of mine, and I was always impressed with her. And she did. Oh, by the way, I'm playing Doom now, Becky. I'm playing Doom, and I bump into you all the time in the game with the big skull and the cannons on those. So when I'm fighting those guys, I get the cannon launcher and just go hit those guys twice with the cannon, blows them apart. But anyway, you're all invited for being. My husband will make it vegan. Oh my God, Lydia would. Yeah, Becky, we'll get out there. I know it's this job I'm working on. It's good payday though. They're paying me well on it, I'm making good money. Just I don't need time to enjoy it right now. Until the show's over, and then I gotta get prep for Canada, and by the way, I gotta get these Canada tickets, and I gotta make a video again about GameCon Canada, because it's coming up soon. I want people to know about it. Still got tickets, and if I don't get those tickets done, I'm gonna get on Instagram Live and start giving away to Canadians. I'm just, hey guys, you want to go? Give me your information. Email me at my website eviltedsmith.com. If you guys want GameCon Canada tickets, write to me. Hey Ted, I'm in Edmonton. I'm in Canada. I'm not too far away from it, and I want to get some tickets. I got weekend passes for the entire weekend for free. All you got to do is reach out to me. The only people their age are makers are all my friends. 10 years younger. Yeah, guys, check out Becky. Becky streams a lot, guys. Becky's over on Twitch, right, Beck? Or do you YouTube? I can't remember. Yeah, Beck, you do Twitch, right? You do YouTube or Twitch? I can't remember now. I think you're Twitch, right? Mostly Twitch? YouTube and Twitch? Because Becky's on Twitch right now, and that's how she catches people who chat with me. Guys, everybody who watched me on Twitch today, thank you so much for keeping my Twitch. I have it set up where I can do Twitch and YouTube at the same time. I keep my chat up on YouTube because it's a lot easier to keep track of it in. Everybody, thank you for hanging out with me today. And adore all you guys. You guys are so great to keep me here. And it's cool that I'm able to work on this show because there's no NDA crap. And also, too, let me get on a soapbox about the NDA stuff. It's just ridiculous because everybody wants everything to be a secret, but it never... You're not telling plot points or stories or showing pictures of things. Wasn't it Becky going to make a video on using freefoam air? Freefoam air, what's that? I have no idea what alien speak is this, guys. Freefoam air. Is that stuff you melt and it turns hard? Like, I think people use it for molds a lot too. Yeah, speaking of that, I gotta reach out to my friend Eddie Let's see if you can print something for me. What is this? Oh, it's Rocky Horror, guys. That's from last night. Okay. Woo! NDA only useful in your gaps in your resume. I know, but it's so funny because I worked on so much stuff that's all been NDA for most of my life. The strangest thing was we just did Fallout second season, and we built a lot of stuff for that show, with guns and weapons, and we built the Protectron robot, which you barely see in the movie, but it was fun. So we posted stuff all about it because we worked on it. So the episode aired, so we posted pictures from the company. There you have it, and production from Fallout, the Fallout production team were like, "Hey, can you take all your stuff down, the behind the scenes stuff?" We're like, "What? What?" And they made us take it down. So, yeah, I had stuff up about it, and they made me take it. So, they reached out to me and they're like, "Hey, sorry, Ted, you got to take your stuff down." I'm like, do they understand that's how we get work? We show people what we've done on a show. So that's the first time in my entire career I've had a production company reach out and ask us to take the stuff down. They're like, the behind the scenes stuff. I'm like, oh, is it breaking the fourth wall? Is it destroying the movie magic? Like, what? Really? I was so disappointed. I like those guys. I just wish they were smart about it, because they don't realize that brings traffic to their show. It's such a backwards thinking. It's so dumb. Anyway, I'm ranting, guys. It's 11:13. All right, guys. I read really quickly. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And do not forget, if you're new to my channel, like what you're seeing here, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave comments below. Go to my website, pick up some patterns. And if you would like to go to GameCon Canada and you're a Canadian, reach out to me. Because I'm going to start giving these, it's coming up soon, and I'm going to be sitting and busy, that I'm not going to be able to get these tickets out fast enough. So I want to make sure people get them. I want people who are Canadian, close to Edmonton, or you're in Edmonton, would be great. So everybody, I'm going to bounce really quickly. Have a great weekend. Well, the weekend's over. Have a great week. And get back to crafting and making stuff. And I'll see you, I guarantee, next week I'll be working on something for this movie. Because it's go time. So, see you guys. Take care.